He'll recover! Fuck! He'll recover!
Here we go. There he comes, alright, I'm not senior staff anyway, dude. When it comes to Thanksgiving, it's my time. Mr. Eon's Spectre, Soupy Twig. Even Mr. Fallon's a dance player. Right, let's see what's happening in the match. Hopefully the screen will change. There we go, nice. Oh, 64 points. 16s. Let's make sure we got some Alamo in here as well. Yep, there's all the boys and girls. I'm streaming it a long time, so hopefully you guys can actually see DCS now. Well, it's a flashing down, dude, so hopefully you can see the game now. The guys are all just getting set up and starting up, so we're not in any big rush. It gives me plenty of time to muck about and see if I can get this stream working again. I'll be way behind on chat, guys, so apologies for that. But I'll flick back and forth when I can. Obviously got 1 minute delay, which is going to be a pain in the ass as well. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Alamo and ETF. Let's see what we've got for 64th. Make sure everyone's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missing 1. Interesting. Who's missing? Mr. Rage. That's unusual. He's normally very tardy and on time. Let's see who we got on this side. I'm curious to see how many ETF there are and how many Alamo there are. So we've got the infamous Dizzy from ETF. We've got Electro Bull, Breeze, Riker, and Aspen. Followed by Alamo Jinx, Sizzle, and Prez. Sizzle, I don't think I recognize that name actually. I don't know if he's new or not. Apologies if I have met him before. Jinx and Prez I do know. And Aspen, Riker, Breeze, Electro Bull, Dizzy. Yeah, all very well known guys. These guys are killers. Gonna cause some serious problems for the team today. Now, who's flying for 64th? Mr. Vatty. The nicest guy and also the most deadly and annoying guy in DCS. X-Man. Set up the 64th along with the Rage and a few others. No Wheels, the slowest taxier in the universe. Jumper, formerly from, God, what were they called again? Athena. So we've got Athena Jumper. Combs, long-time member of the 64th. Tao Hermit. Guy killed me early today. Drives me mad. Deadly. And the infamous Baba Yaga. And there's Rage, finally. Good. So we've got 8 guys. Sweet. So ETF&Alamo are taxiing at the moment. 64th are going to be delayed, obviously. Don't know if I said anything in chat though. No, they haven't explained their delay. How rude. Mr. Va. Oh. Right, let's get music back on. Sometimes it's for your spirit and your mind. Sometimes. It's a second year running as a tactical player from Benjamin, and I'm surprised the ETF didn't have enough people to do an 8. But I like that 2 squads can come together and work things out for the benefit for the competition. Sweet, the volume's all sort of good, guys. Well, I'll turn down the volume of the music a little bit more when we start. Let's see how it goes. In fact, actually, I got a question. Titanfire, why the hell are you not streaming this anyway? Alright, bear with me, guys. 64 has still got a little while to go, so we've got time to kill here. Oops. Right. Let's see how things are going. Oh, we're going. Right. Got to start concentrating now. So 64, they got Yaga and Tau Hermit taken off. It's a little bit delayed, then Rage and No Wheels taken off. Let's see what ETF&Alamo are doing. We had Alamo up front. Yep, 4 ship. Oh. Interesting, not they've set up a thought. So we've got 2 GF-17s. Whoa, Jinx is flipping on it. Look at that, nice. That's a nice little formation takeoff. I was expecting just one of the ETF guys to fly with the 3 Alamo guys, but seems I was wrong. And here come the rest of the guys as well, not hanging about. I like it. 2 16s, followed by 2 Jets in the back. So let me re-get that again. So Jets 17, 18, 16. No, 2 16s and 2 Jets in the back. Okay, interesting. 64th. F16 up front of Mr. Hermit. Oh, Mr. Yaga. You all know this boy. The deadly Yaga. We'll give them a minute to get information. A delayed takeoff here from X-Man and I'm not sure who else it is actually. Oh, you're gonna love the big fat ugly A13, haven't you? Bless her. And a very late departure from Combs. Combs and who else is in the back? Combs and Jumper. Let's watch these boys take off. I like it, I like it. Where's he gone? Jesus Christ. Come on, Jumper, sort it out. Mr. Combs, a little patch on his shoulder, I like it. Let's get some tally times at ETF&Alamo, see what they're up to. So we're just approaching the bubble now. Oh, they're looking good. I'm missing all this sweet, sweet formation flying. Damn it. Look at that. Nice. Got a guy right up there above him. Up in the contrails, nice and high. Looking evil with some SD10s. I do like that livery. The black's a bit strange. Maybe it's just the way the lights hit me, but yeah, it's really cool. I like that. In the back, Electro Bull. See if you can bulldoze his way to this match, huh? Okay, so let's see how it's shaping up just now. We've got 64th with Yak and Hermit spread out by 12 miles. Rage and No Wheels, 5 miles between them. 2 miles between these guys. Jumper with the worst formation flying I've ever seen in my life. I do like this. I like it up in the contrails with the clouds underneath. Looks baller. That touch with the names on the side of the jets. I like it. Very personal. See if they've got any. Oh, I can't see, can I? Let's see if he's got. Oh, he does. Yeah, he's got 3 patches as well. Look. Cool. Like it, like it, like it. So, people to watch out for, the big players in this match. Let's see. Breeze and Riker, I know and have a bit of experience of them being pretty deadly, so I'm worried for the 64th one of those guys. But at the same time, they've got our main man, Yaga. Got, I think all these guys are killers. This is going to be an interesting match. I'm excited. I'm excited. Who's your money on, guys? Who's your money on? Hey, Dan, welcome to the chat. Trigger, get the hell out of here. Scrub turns up when I first started streaming for the first time in ages. It's been 3 years, I think, since I streamed. 3 years. So be nice to me. Treat me kind. Okay, so Yaga's way out here from the rest of the guys. Only 25 miles from Bullseye. 3 shipper of Breeze, Jinx, and Riker. 26 miles out, so... But the same, but a heavier force. I like the way these guys are in these strong packs. It's a 4-ship, damn it, I was wrong. Yeah, we've got Aspen as well. We're starting to split up now. See if we can have a little watch of that. Sonic boom! Let's have a look at this formation, see what these boys are doing. Oh, so that's interesting. I was expecting the backline to do exactly the same thing and split left and right, but they're not. Okay. Curious, curious. Yaga's way out here. Look, there's 16 miles between him and the near south of 64th. What are you doing, Yaga? What are you doing? What are you playing at? I mean, he's fast. But is he that fast? $30,000 feet for 60. Oh, geez, 37,000 feet, 38,000 feet. And the first launch is coming across. Only 120 from, I think that was Jinx. These ranges are looking at 21 miles. Okay, they were all high, so I need to respect these. Not sure who this one's on. How do you get on these bloody views? There we go. I thought it was F7. Everyone's favorite missile on DCS on its way to victory. So Yaga's already turned cold, 6-7 miles, so that's not going to be a factor, I don't think. This one's tracking on the back line, so an interesting choice there. Shot out from Tau Hermit, looking at about 25, 26 miles. Little 2-ship heading off into the hills here. They're staying high. Yes, they are. 25,000 feet. The rest of all these guys are all nice and high. Yep, yep, yep. So these first 2 missiles, no factor. Oh, geez, baby. I've looked at the wrong person. Where was that? Was that pretty close? I think that missile was dead before. Let's see who this is on. Breeze are at 20,000 feet, starting to do a bit of a descent and gate. So seeing a bit of shape starting to take place now. This is what I was expecting. 4 on the left, 4 on the right for ETF&Alamo. It's a long shot coming out here. Was that 25 miles from... I think that was Jinx there. Let's see what's he got. No, he's shot one. So they shot one apiece between Aspen and Jinx here. Looks like that's on Rage. There's another long launch on the back line here. 2 launches actually. Jeez, where's my eyes? That's interesting. So some good long range shots coming out here. These guys do have height and they do have speed. So these missiles aren't respected. They will slap you in the face. Seems like a bad target sorting here though. Whoever took these shots, I'm guessing it's on these 2, but they've already launched on them, so I feel like one of these is a wasted missile at this point. Could be bad communication between the 2 groups. Breeze out on his own a little bit here. Not a massive separation distance. He's already turned cold. Realised his mistake. Well, not a mistake, but he's getting a little bit separated. An SD-10, our first SD-10 of the match from 20 miles. It's either on Tower Hermit, it's already cold, or it's on Combs, who just launched. Big lofting going on. So these guys have turned cold. Those 2 missiles are already dead. Doesn't look like they launched either. Let's have a look at the SD-10. Read that serial number. It's getting there, it's getting there. What are we, 4 miles out now? What's Combs doing? He's cranking hard. Let's see what's happening. It is tracking. It wants that booty. Go on, little SD-10. Get him! Yeah. Oh, maybe is it? Like, I can't tell. Is this gonna get him? Nah, it's like equal energy now, right? It's done. Done. Okay, cool. So what's happening now? Looks like ETF and Alamo are taking over the battlefield a little bit, pushing beyond Bullseye. Although they're turning back out now, making sure they keep shape. These guys have been quite reserved. Whoa, Sizzle, you're way far back. My man's 25 miles out from Bullseye. 60 miles out from the nearest bandit. 10 miles out from his nearest buddy. Got a launch on X-Man in the front line here. Oh, thanks, Titan. I'll speak to you later, dude. Sorry, just reading a message from Titanfire. X-Man's already turned cold here, that's not a factor. All the missiles. He's taking it right out to the deck here. Taking no chances, being super safe, no wonder. Big important match. So let me see. Riker, he's not launched anything yet. Been very conservative of everyone so far. No SC-10s off from Breeze. I know we've had some off though. So Bill, he shot out 1. Does he shot out 1? Oh, has he shot out 2? Or is that his tanks? Ooh. Hope that wasn't too loud for you guys. Scared me. 1 missile out from this. No, hold on. Is that 2 missiles out from this? Not just the 1. Oh, he's got a wee aim-9 on there. A wee sneaky aim-9 for the late game. He's also got his lights on. We'll give him any stick because lights are a bit weird in DCS. 2 missiles out from, I think that was Prez, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so having to play for. Oh, missiles. So 1 from Yaga, 1 from X-Man. Looks like we're thinking about inside 10 miles of shots. SD-10 is probably the most dangerous right now. Seems as Breeze is already cold. I don't think it's going to be a factor yet. Nowhere near enough energy on it. Another SD-10 out on Tau Hermit, who's already cold by the looks of it. So no factor. Geez, oh, Combs and Jumper way back here. 36 miles from Bullseye. So everyone's keeping the shape good. Seems like this group is staying quite far forward, keeping the pressure up a little bit. Interesting. Hold on! X-Man crashed? How the hell did I miss that? Jeez. So early losses can see fit or... Yep. Interesting. Maybe that's when we seen him down lower, but he looked like he had loads of altitude. Interesting. I wonder if it was just after that. Sorry, missed that, guys. So an SD10 on Nobius, this has got a little bit of juice on it, huh? See if we can watch this one coming in. He's defensive. Yeah, he's looking safe in that one. Plenty of 120s out. Looks like ETF&Alamo putting the pressure on there. Lots of 64th cold. Got my man Vati here turning in hot. Raging Nobiel's cold from these 120s, no factor. Yes, you can. You can kick it. But who are you going to kick? Who's going to kick who? So I've got one loss for the 64th already. Quite early in the game, maybe about second or third pass in. So that's not ideal for the 64th. They'll be feeling the pressure now. And it looks like ETF and Alamo are sensing this is their time to really push and turn the tide. Oh, no, I say time to turn the tide. There was no tide. It's been all even so far. Another 120 out. Another long range 120. I'm not sure who that is on. That looks like it was maybe on jumper for 22 miles. Launching from 14 to 15,000 feet. Oh, that's long. Oh, here's an SD10 from Electro Bull. Looks like it was inside 10 miles on Vati. Let's have a little watch of Vati. Vati is cold. That missile is coming at him like a flippin' angry bull. Let's track that. There he is. Go on, little missile. Oh, this is close, guys. Oh, it could be our first legit. Oh, the bags are going and everything. Nope, that's missed. Ooh, nice defense, that. Nice defense. So I'm seeing quite conservative play from 64th here, and also from this side of Alamo, ETF. I wonder if this is like the backup crew. Don't know what happened to my screen there, ignore that. What's the range between the guys? 10 miles here. That was a blue 120 turning back towards Ricker. I wonder if that gave him a little bug actually and buzzed him. They're up at 20,000 feet, so they're maintaining their altitude well, these guys. 12,000 feet for breeze, so you're up 13,000 feet, 16,000 feet. We're all pretty high. Ooh, 64th are all pretty low down here. 30,000 feet for Yaga. So we're mixed altitudes. It looks like the guys coming cold are still quite low, and the guy turning in high is getting his altitude back. Again, ETF&Alamo pushing past Bullseye, put the pressure on 64th. It's a launch 15 miles on Rage from 35,000 feet, nice and high. He's at 10,000 feet. It's not on Rage, that's on the backline, I think. Also a launch from Vati out there. 20 miles, I think that is. Okay, you know. An SD10 out from Dizzy on Rage from close. Looks like he's going for the notch. Nope, he's turning cold. There's the burners coming on. And I'm seeing a lot of the 64th here because they're the ones that are doing the defending here. Pressure is on. One man down and lots of missile shots coming out early on from the boys. That missile's defeated. He's still defending it hard though, into the ground. Another 120 out. Yeah, they're putting the pressure on there. They're trying to put the hammer down. Look at this, just missiles everywhere, coming out the wazoo. Oh, this Hermit's already cold. I don't think these are going to be factors, but the thing that's happening here is look how far beyond Bullseye ETF and Alamo are managing to push right now. 64th are getting, I mean, Combs is just outside 5 miles from the wall here. You can't push on beyond that. If you get inside this area, you can't start firing missiles back in, so you're pretty much out of the game if you come outside the bubble. These boys are pushing hard. I like how these guys are staying nice and tight in this 2-ship here. Getting the altitude up. Plenty of missiles left. 2 missiles left on there. There's another missile. One of the first missiles I've seen. I haven't seen a lot from the 64th yet. But yep, those guys are defensive. Missile's now 6 miles. I don't think that's going to be a factor. A little bit long. Launch from pretty high up. I know he's defending now. There's another launch out on jumper. It looks like who's flanking for 16 miles. That's not going to be a factor. But again, pressure's getting put on. How are we looking for missiles on this side? Because I have launched quite a lot. Oh my dear. Okay. Okay, looks like the Jeffs are still packing heat. What about the rest of the 16s? Okay, we're not... 18. Yeah, there's still got some missiles. We're not out of missiles yet. It does look like the Jeffs are still being pretty conservative. So we've got a 3-ship on the right now of Vati, Rage, and Nobi is all cold. Combs is the only one hot on the left-hand side of this little 4-ship. All but one of ETF&Alamo now hot. So Electro Bull's turning cold. Not far from the side here. Jeez, it's gonna heat up. I'm also gonna change this track because I hate this song. A little bit of Jamiroquai. Who doesn't like Jamiroquai? There's a dead old missile, so no missiles in the air right now of any significance, but Jumper's already turning cold, looks like here. Is he turning back in? A lot of hot bodies on the north here. Long launch coming out here for 20 miles from Sizzle, from 30,000 feet on no wheels at 10,000 feet, it looks like. I hope it is, because if it's on Rage, Rage is already cold. Another missile from Jinx, that's a little bit closer, I like that, 10 miles. It's coming from probably about 20,000 feet by the time I got on him there, though. He's already out cold. I mean, some of these missiles aren't real. What's this one? Please tell me it's not on a cold target. Please, no, Sizzle. Sizzle, I think, just used up 2 missiles in that one pass there, down to 1 missile with his lights on, so good. Yaga launching on... Looks like he's launching on Sizzle for 21 miles. That is not going to be hitting anybody, my man. Sitting with 2 missiles left. Tower Hermit exchanging with Breeze from inside 10 miles. This is better ranges, I like these. Again, look at this, I can't say it enough. These guys are getting tight against the wall, which means they're under pressure a little bit. Good formation going on from these boys, look. I like this. Am I missing someone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're not. We're good, we're good, we're good. I was thinking there was supposed to be 4 over here, but it's like Jinx is crossing the fight here. No particularly close misses here. Looks like Combs launched on Riker, who's already cold. No factor. 164th doing for missiles. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, they still got missiles. They're not mucking about. They still got missiles to use, but I feel like they're getting under pressure. The minute you start using these missiles pretty soon, nothing's going to happen for them. They are 1 man down, which means anywhere 6 120s missing. Oh, here we go. This is close. 7 miles from Breeze on Hermit. Yaga launching out. Yaga is pretty low, firing on a low bandit. I feel like watch this SD10 coming in. It's pretty dangerous. No, maybe not. It's like it's losing energy. Yeah, it's losing energy. No factor, I don't believe. And this 120 is dead. That's an interesting shot from Jumper. 7 miles on the flank here. Breeze will be probably going for the notch here. Yep, he's going for the notch. Will he get it? Will he get it? He's doing some jiggling. Oh, there it is! Oh, Betty! That came so close. Breeze, you just pulled that one out your backside, dude. Nice one. Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty. Here we go. This is the next exchange, I think, coming from Vati and Jinx. He's under pressure. He's the only one on this side hot against 1, 2, 3, 4 bandits. This is a big push coming from ETF here. Aim 9X. This is Jinx with no misses left, I don't believe. So he's getting adventurous. Vati's already cold. Oh, don't think that's going to do much. But it has turned him cold. Let's see, we've got Tau Hermit here coming in. Hermit has got missiles. He launches. Yeet! SD10 exchange with Riker. And a 120 coming from Aspen. So 2 missiles on Hermit here. He's under pressure. This is not a good situation for him here. Has he got it? He's nice and low. He's doing some... well, you can see them hitting the ground behind him. He's just trying to bleed that energy. You can see that little dot back there. He's all good. But again, he's cold. A lot of cold 64th. God almighty, they are close to that wall. Bubble edge, I should call it, should I? So that 120 is still tracking. The little 120 that could. I think we'll give that 120 a medal. I think it's the only 120 that's ever tracked in DCS. Give that man a medal. Lots of Alamo 60 DTF hot here. Vati's, look at that. He's going to get a little warning in a second. You'll see him go, uh-oh, I need to turn. Vati, turn. Turn. Nope, he doesn't want to turn. He's happy to just carry on. SD10 out from Electro Bull on Yaga. Yaga's at 3,000 feet. That was fired from above 15,000 feet. 120 out from him. Which one's going to hit? I can't decide which to watch. I don't even know what is going on with that. I think that was the wrong missile. But oh, he got him. I think I clicked on the wrong missile. And yeah, that SD10's going into the ground. So Electro Bull first loss for ETF and Alamo, missile out from Rage on Prez from 9 miles. This is looking like pressure time for Hermit. He's got an SD10 from, oh, what is that, 6 miles? Jeez Louise. Yaga's died as well, so that SD10 did hit, so it looks like those guys traded. So 6v7, I believe. Oh, this is a close one, close one, close one. Does he put that to the ground? Nice, well done, good defense. Jumper under pressure here from Aspen. That's a 5-mile launch on his side. This is danger. And we've got a merge coming up here. I'm going to stay in the map because this is closey, close. A PL5. Right, that's it, surely. Yeah, we got a death there. That one's managed to get away from him. Combs put that. What was that? That was it wasn't SC10, was it? It was PL5, wasn't it? Yeah. So we're all good there. How's going on here? 3 left over here. Oh, here's the danger. Here's the danger. Combs short up. Oh. Hello. Hello. What maneuver is this? I think my man's dead. And we've got Riker cold. This 120. He's trying to notch it. Oh my god, that was close. Here's another one out. Let's see if he manages the same for this one. And double tap coming out from Rage up here. Riker defeats that one as well. Oh my god, he wasn't even in a notch there. Aspen notching 2 missiles from god knows how close. Well done, sir. How are we doing for missiles here? Well, we're getting low on missiles, guys. This is where it's kind of a desperate situation. We've got 1 man isolated against 2 here. We've got 3v1, 2, 3, 4. It's not looking good for the 64th. They're up against this wall. Hermit launching 5 miles. Vati. 5 miles. AIM-9X on him. That 120's looks like it's going to be okay. That AIM-9X, he's come off. Yep, he notches it again. Jeez, these guys are flinging these missiles into the ground. No bother. 4, 5 guys left. Jeez, oh, this is under pressure here for the boys. And this is super close now, guys. We're talking 5 miles. Presbino has no missiles left. He doesn't want to merge. Hermit has used all but one of his missiles. Jumper coming off here. 120 on Riker. Riker is slow. Trying to get into the notch. Will he make it? I'm going to say yes because he's notched every missile. Oh my god, Riker. Jeez, oh. I like it. Prez taking a missile out from Rage. Oh, he has got a 120 left. My bad. Will he defeat this? He's quite high. Jeez, he is high. He's chaffing. He's chaffing. Defeated. Nicely done, sir. So Rage has got 120 and a couple of X's left. We're really getting close to everyone being merged. I feel like we've been at this distance from everyone with ETF&Alamo hot the whole time. Riker again, I mean, there's no point in shooting missiles at this point. He's just going to beat them. Look at this. Missile what? What missile? Unbelievable. That missile on Aspen, already dead from no wheels. Again, we're seeing the same again. A lot of 64th cold and a lot of ETF&Alamo hot. Vati with another missile out on Aspen this time in the F-18. He's flaring and chaffing, Trying to get that missile on the notch. I think we can see it there. I think it's going to come behind him. Yep, so he's defeated that one. Jumper launching inside 4 miles on Dizzy here. Dizzy put an SD10 out. Dizzy. Heck, ooh, gets taken down, but no wheels defends that missile. Nice. AIM-9X out. Friendly fire. Oh shit. This is the one that gets Riker. Oh fuck. Aspen. Dude, no. Oh, Nobius is going to go outside of the... Oh, no, he's not, is he? Yep, oh, Nobius looks like he's outside of the bubble, so that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Rage is in a merge now with Sizzle. Sizzle is flaring. He's really high. Look at Sizzle. Sizzle's right up there. We've got a missile on him, though, from Vati, who is technically inside the fight. Yep, he gets taken down. A 120 from Rage with an X on him. Takes down Prez. Will he get taken down here? Nope, that AIM-9X did not hit. We've got a friendly fire situation going on. No, we don't. So it's just down to Aspen now. How the hell did this change so quickly? What is going on? Come on, Aspen. He's going guns. Head on. Oh my god. The head-on hit against Jumper there. Jumper is flippity-flapping around now. He's feeling the pressure. Get out. Oh, he's dead. Aspen, oh man, he's looks like he's going to have to take down the whole team now. What are we doing? 4v1 Aspen. Let's redeem ourselves from that team kill. Come on, my man, you can do it. Aspen. I should be saying I'm part of the 64th. Jesus Christ. Come on, Aspen. These boys got... Oh my god. That's a lot of missiles from no wheels. And they don't see him. They do not see him. No wheels can't launch. No wheels has been outside the bubble. Got aimed on X, so coming in for Aspen from the right. Does he see it? No, he doesn't. Oh, and that's all she wrote. X is coming out everywhere. Is that going to be a friendly kill? No, he's pretty high. I think he's okay. Jesus, sweet baby Christ. 64th won that? How? How did they win that? Sweet baby Jesus. And do you know what? I'm not even going to say Aspen's team kill did not cost them that fight there, I don't think, because they were on the way down at that point. But what? What? Bizarre. Bizarre. No Wheels had loads of missiles left there, but that was interesting. He came back into the fight and did not launch. He must have known, or can't, I don't know how it works. Couldn't launch any missiles when he came back into the bubble. Are you allowed to come back into the bubble? I don't know. I'm interested to see. So let's see. Okay, pay attention, comment. What's the missile situation? So Hermit, no missiles left. Rage, one missile left. Vati, no missiles left. So they used all of them in the end. A lot of missiles flying around in the end, but no wheels. Look at all the missiles he had. If he'd been able to stay in the fight and use those, doesn't matter. They won anyway. Flipping heck. But let's see, Hermit has got a long way, 105 miles. See, this is the problem. They got pushed so far back. They've got all that distance to fly to win the round now. So they're going to... If I'm ETF&Alamo, I'm saying, yes, you are RTBing, because I'm not convinced you boys are going to make it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's follow Tao Hermit just now. Lovely, lovely guy. Also, the deadliest person in DCS as far as I'm concerned. Kills me all the time. Hate training with him. It's like getting punched in the face repeatedly. And it's about a little bit. Let's have a look at chat. Wow. I have an aneurysm watching that. Whew. Seriously, get viewers, followers, and primes on yourfollows.com. Tomafu, go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ, man. Well, these people. Anyway. Oh dear, oh dear. That was wild. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. I thought it was all she wrote. I'm also going to see if I can find the rules, because I'm not 100% down on what the rules are with that, but I know you can't launch missiles if you leave the bubble, but can you come back into the bubble? Curious, curious, curious. What if you guys in chat now? Let's get some investigations going on. So looking back over chat here, what have we got going on? Yeah, Swisslinks, no rearming, no refueling. What you come in with is what you got to use. Once you enter that bubble, you cannot leave that bubble. If you come back into it, apparently you can. I'll check the rules, but you can't fire missiles. Ah, interesting. So I'm reading over the rules here. Here's the bubble information. When a plane enters the inner zone, a message is sent to the group to inform them about entering the zone. When a plane exits the inner zone, the group will get a warning about exiting battle area. When the plane exits the outer zone, it is counted as being out of the battle area and a message is sent to the group. When a plane re-enters the outer zone, a warning is given about re-entering the battle area. When a plane re-enters the inner zone, it is blown up. When plane is inside zone, so when you're inside the zone and the plane reaches a speed below 5 meters per second and altitude above ground less than 5 meters, it will explode. When a plane crashes, the slot is reset, so it can enter the battle again. Then supposed to say it can't. Interesting. So I wonder if he did actually come back inside the inner bubble. Maybe he stayed. Maybe it wasn't. Let's go back to DCS and have a look. So I was reading the rules there. So no way. I can't see how he only. I know he went outside, but did he come back inside the green bubble? You should have blown up then, right? Interesting. Where's a referee when you need one, huh? Yeah, Dark Thorian says that you auto die inside the bubble. Oh, sorry, outside the bubble. I thought he went outside. Maybe he didn't, huh? Maybe the red one is the red circle. The last warning, is that what it is? God, I should know this stuff, guys. I fly this stuff all the time. So outer bubble, outer bubble. And that's the inner bubble. Inner bubble's that green thing is really hard to see, but... I am curious. Curious. But that was madness. ETF&Alamo had done such a good job pushing 64 all the way back there. And it just went mental at the end. As it usually does in DCS, it's always at the end. And it's because the missiles don't work unless you're within 5 miles, right? So these fights always end up happening super close. Let's see, Hermit's way up there, 45,000 feet now. Flying along. 93% RPM, doing Buster. How far has he got left to go? 51 miles, no wheels. On his way over as well. In gate, so I guess he's got fuel. Rage and Buster. Nice and light. 38,000 feet, they're all super high now. Well, lads, get some formation flying going on. But the amount of missiles thrown into the dirt by ETF and those JF-17s was crazy. Crazy. Can't get over that. Oh, Dark Thorian, thank you for clearing it up for me, dude. The referee, Dark Thorian, says he did not leave. It's a drawing of the bubble. The bubble is normally round. It's not perfectly round on the map, so that's why. Perfect, okay. Well, I'll be honest, my stomach was in my mouth a little bit here, being like, have these guys just pulled out the absolute turnaround of turnarounds, only to be found that they've lost on a technicality? But yeah, okay. That's interesting. So he's probably stayed inside the bubble. Good on you, Nobles. Well done. That's some talent, huh? Yeah, Cobra, that was a nice round. That was wild. Hopefully I didn't miss too much for you guys. It's definitely hard following these matches. Come on, Rage, give us a smile. No? No smile? He's not happy? Why not happy? He's not happy because he's got no missiles left. Oh, he's got one missile left. He had an aim and X. Oh, jeez. Excuse me, he did have one. Yeah, Vati used... I think Vati... Did Vati get the last kill? Yeah, Vati got the last kill on Aspen with his aim and X, right? Yeah, nice kill that. Nice job, nice job. Oh, so we've got Nobius overtaken. Like, oh, so he couldn't use. Oh, he must have been able to use those missiles. So why didn't he launch when he was in the merge? He must not have seen him. Holy Jesus! So he never seen Aspen. That's wild. He was super close merge with him. All those missiles and didn't even get to use one. Oh. But look at that for missile conservation, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4 AIM-120s, 2 AIM-9Xs left. Good job. And he's going to be the first one home. Skadoosh. Where's that view I like? No, that's not it. Is it all I4? Nope. Never used that one before. What the hell is this? Going in for guns. Oh, he's banging. We're only 6. Guns, guns, guns. You can put the pilot on the stream, but you can't take the pilot off. Just, what? Doesn't work. Cool. Mucho gusto. That was a good round. I enjoyed that. Now I just have to go and do the exact same breathtakingly lucky win again. I don't know if they're going to win if they do the same things they did last round, because they looked under so much pressure against that bubble wall with ETF barreling down on them, pushing them all. So much pressure. I mean, ETF and Alamo were launching from quite far away, just keeping pushing, 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 relentless, giving 64th nowhere to go. Well, the fact about Nobius loves flying F-14, but unfortunately they're not flying, well, not doing so well with his Phoenixes at the moment. He's chosen to fly the F-18. Benefits of the F-18 include someone in chat help me out. What are the good things about the F-18? I can only think about the negatives. Not a fan. Not a fan of the F-18. Look at it, big wobbly bird. Skin looks good though. Bring it back, Nobius, bring it back. Looking good. Curious to see if he'll slam this down like the F-18 likes to be. I can't believe how many missiles he's got left. That's insane. Insane. Wheels down. Nice gentle landing. Good job. And that's the first round for 64th. Looks like the rest of the crew are going to make it home as well. Got Rage is low. Oh no, he's okay. He's okay. Yep, looks like they're all going to make it home. So Hermit's idle. No, he's not. He's still got power, so he's got fuel. It looks like they've all got. How do they got fuel left? They were so far away. I want to say it was like 100 odd miles when they. This is some technical. Oh, Hermit. Lovely approach. Oh, jeez. Oh. Yep. It's down. That's all that matters, right? Awkward. There's Nobius taxi, and who we got in next? Rage followed by Vati. Big old air brake out. I'm surprised. We did see a couple SD10 kills, right? Sure we did. I like that about ETF that they fly the JF-17s. It's not like what teams do. Is, you know, there's a lot of same like aircraft in DCS. So it's nice to see someone flying something a little bit different. You know, chucking a 14 in there, JF-17s. I do like that. So Rage land on the left side. Here he comes, slamming that bitch down. Nice. Good job. Right, Vati. Your turn. Vati does not like flying F-18. He's a big lover of the F-16 just like me, but for tactical reasons I believe he's taking on the F-18 for this round. Don't ask me what tactical reasons, because I don't understand tactics. I point the pointy end of the plane at the bad guys and shoot. And Vati bringing it back. Look at that, F-16 style landing, nice and gentle. Gently, gently. Good job. Okay, let's see what the scores were. I don't know if I can see them all, because some people left, haven't they? So 2 kills for Vati, great job. 1 kill for Rage. No kills for Hermit or... I know we had a trade between, I think it was Yaga and... No, it wasn't Riker. Riker got taken out by Aspen, right? Let's have a look through chat. So first death was X-Man, who I think... I don't imagine that was a defensive we seen on stream when I was watching him, because he looked like he was high enough off the ground and was pulling up already, so I'd be surprised if that was it. Then we had Electro Bill dying and trading with Yaga. With the SD-10, right? Yep. Then Breeze died, Combs took him out. I think he still had missiles as well, Breeze, if I'm not mistaken. That was a shame, he was really pushing hard and did some crazy missile defense. Then Combs died. Combs, I think he lagged into the ground or something when we were watching. I don't know what the hell happened. That was kind of strange. I thought it was the SD-10 that killed him, but yeah, glad it wasn't some tomfoolery going on. He did die. Then Jinx died. Southern Jumper took him out with a super close 120, if I remember correctly. This is when it was going crazy. He killed Dizzy as well, pretty shortly after that as well. Then Aspen killed Riker after Riker's amazing defense. He was defending missiles left, right, and center like a crazy man. Then Rage killed Prez. Oh, server's reset. Alright, guys. I'm gonna chuck you to the TAC trailer for a second. BRB.
Kill, recover! Kill, recover! Get out!
Oh well, none of that for you. You guys can get the call me one screen. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna get a drink, guys. Cheers. Stand corrected, it was working. Let's play it again.
Kill, recover! Kill, recover! Get out!
Hot.
Strobe range 21, bullseye 067, 49, 27,000 possible.
3 kill, bullseye 015, 35,000.
Fox 3, 2 ship, bullseye is 1967, 36,000.
Weapons away 41 seconds.
Ending 060.
For status. For status.
Rocket 4, kill 2 ship, bullseye 2179, 36,000 drag.
Rocket 01, Fox 3, medium voltage 3719, 36,000.
Right, that's enough of that. Guys are in the server and getting ready for the next round. Let's have a looky look what's going on. See if there's any changes to the teams. Make sure I get myself into a nice wee slot here. What's going on with DCS? It's being weird. Bear with me while I enter a little password to get into the streamer slot. And here we are. Okay. A lot of alt tabbing going on here. It's a pain in the ass. Let's have a look. Who we got? Got Prez, Jinx, Dundun this time. Alamo Dundun swapping out for... Oh, geez, I can't remember now. I'm so bad at names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing a guy for the lads. Electrobill, Dizzy, Aspen, and Breeze, the same guys. Riker's not in here yet. Maybe that's who we're missing. Unless Riker's been swapped out for Dundun. Interesting. And we've got Yaga, X-Man, Vati, Hermit. Tab wasn't flying last time, was he? Southern Jumper and Tab was swapped out. So the two ex-Athena boys who came across the 64th swapping out. Rage, No Wheels staying in. I'm not flying. And Combs in the F-16. Interesting. So we've got to swap out personnel. Jumper got 2 kills last round as well, so that'll be interesting to see how much of an issue that might end up being. I'm sure that Tab is well and truly up for the task. Interesting. Still missing someone. Team swap about, so we've got ETF&Alamo taking off from Alain this time, and 64 taking off from Kesham Island, an old haunting ground of mine from the 104th days of flying on the, I think it was called Clean Sweep the mission. Still love that mission. Let's have a look at these boys setting up. I do like their skins. Oh, good taxiing already. So efficient, lads. Breeze taxiing out first this time. My man means business. He's got no time to hang about. He wants to put some 120s into the ground and chuck some SD10s in faces. What is his hand up to? He's gone wild on that throttle. Breeze. My man is going ham. I mean, from this angle, it's awkward, Breeze, awkward. Let's swap someone else. Oh, that's still Breeze. Jesus, a bit loud. Alamo Dundun, the substitute. And those sweet F-16 skins, I do like them. They're pretty baller. They look evil. I like it. There's Riker connected, okay. So the boys are pulling up to get themselves into whoever's taking off first. Oh, all the names have gone. So where I pretend I know how to do this. No, not mark labels. There we go. Show labels coming on. So Breeze leading out the way. I'm sure it was a two ship of GS-17s that took up first last time for ETF-Alamo. Now, I'm curious if these guys are going to do anything different apart from swapping out Dan, or swapping in Dan. Because to me, it looked like they did a pretty damn good job at the start of the match to really push on 64th and put them under a lot of pressure. Maybe, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do different. They were pretty aggressive. If I was them, I'd probably just do the same thing again. I think they were just unfortunate to lose. Okay, on 64 side, we've got Yaga up front again with Tau Hermit. This is number 2. Followed by Rage and an F-18. Here comes F-18s like little elephants. Trotting along, holding each other's trunks, otherwise known as hooks. So it's Rage, No Wheels, X-Man, and Vati. X-Man's got a little bit of redemption to do after hitting the ground. I imagine he was defending hard from a missile. We never got to see it. But again, 4 16s, 4 18s, so 16s, 4 14s, 18s in the middle, 2 16s in the back. Tab is number 4, it looks like, in this last flight. Interesting taxiing going on, no missiles. Hopefully he doesn't forget to bring some missiles. He's quite important to bring those. Let's put a little bit of music back on, lads. Oh, no. Interesting lineup here. Prize is on his own in the middle. So, oh, it was Sizzle. Sizzle's who Alamo swapped out for, right? Dun swapped out for. Here he comes. Dundan's moving up now. Okay. It's almost like he heard me. Hey, Dun. Sort your shit out, man. Get in the right position. It's a little bit better. I wonder how much training these guys have had together, because coming from 2 different squadrons, that can't be easy, huh? Organising flight time and whatnot, can't be easy. Looking sharp, lads, looking sharp. Let's have a look at 64th. That's ETF saying they are ready. ETF-Alamo. Should call them Et-Alamo. 64th look like they didn't back taxi, they just... Oh yeah, they didn't back taxi at all. Saying that, that's pretty big runway, huh? What is that? Good mile there, whereas this whole runway itself is 2.5 miles, so yeah, plenty of room. 64th look ready, but they all got missiles. I think it was Combs didn't have any missiles out in the back. Oh, he's got them now. I think he's all loaded up and ready to go now. Sweet. Combs and Tab at the back. I think we'll watch ETF-Alamo take off here. Can find Breeze. I think Breeze is leading. Nope, he's not. Riker's up front again. Man, that sucks for him that he got shot down by a friendly last round. Well, maybe it is Breeze's leading. He's a little bit further ahead. Finally left that throttle on. Don't play with it. Ooh, I'm excited to see what happens here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And 64th ready. So here we go, guys. Round 2 coming up. Here comes current. 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. On the brakes and rolling. Engaging those sweet jeffs. I like it, I like it. Out on a mission. These boys are out on a mission. Not mucking about. They want to win. So I've got the same thing going on again with Yaga and Hermit. Yaga on his way to the moon. Passing 30,000 feet already. Flying like a madman. Look how low those guys are in comparison to him. He's just absolutely hauling. Going to the moon. And these guys haven't even taken off yet, jeez. And that's X-Man and Vati, if I'm not mistaken. Sounding like they're flying a couple of F1 cars. Combs and Tab in the rear. Lovely formation takeoff. Crossing under. Into a root formation. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I think this guy knows his stuff. Right, here we're looking over on this side. So we got the same thing kind of going on here with two groups. Now, like last time I was expecting two of these guys to go left, two of these guys to go right. And the same in the back, and it didn't quite happen. They went heavy to one side of the first pass. Curious to see if they do the same again. Come. Oh, the boys. Looking evil. That's us crossing into the bubble now then. These guys look like they mean business. Terrifying. Out in the wild, it's so seldom you come up against an SD10 from a Jeff. You don't really see Jeffs flown all that much in multiplayer, unless it's someone from ETF, and it's kind of hard to gauge the distance so these missiles can hit you You're so used to defending against AIM-120s and the odd Phoenix that you forget about the ranges of these things, and they change with each patch, don't they? So they can catch you by surprise. So that everyone's always a little bit nervous of the old Jeffs. They're never quite sure what they're capable of doing, apart from defeating missiles. They seem to be very good at that. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful formation. I like it. So Tab and Combs still sitting nice and tight at the back there. Everyone else is spreading out a little bit. Got a bit of a wall with one out in the front. I'm not quite sure what they're doing with the one out in the front. Like I said, I wasn't in the briefing or anything for the 64th for this match, and I haven't been flying quite as much as I used to, so I'm a little bit not quite as clued in. But what I can see is the 4-ship definitely split into a 4, 3, and 1. Which isn't typically what we did in the past. But I'm a fan of the formation flying in the back. Not the back. Everywhere from, well, mostly up front, actually. Fan of this formation flying. I like it, guys. Ooh, what's going on? Well, we're breaking formation. We just joined at the right time here. There's Riker, who seems to be leading this whole flight. Goes for the moon. Climbing up past 33,000 feet. Which, it seems as we're inside the bubble already. I thought these all would have been a little bit higher than that. Yeah, about 35,000 feet where Riker's heading to now is where I thought we'd see these boys. Yaga's up there, 41,000 feet, not hanging about. Look at that. Soaring like an eagle. Yeah, you can see his enemy out in the distance there. 30 miles out, starting to get into danger zone. SD-10 out from Riker. Looking for a first pass kill. 120 out from Yaga. In return. Got to presume that's on Riker. He's the highest guy there. Riker diving back down to join up with his buddies. SD-10 tracking on Yaga here. Does he know it's coming? Is he expecting it? This 120 looks like it's not going to be a factor. These guys are already cranking out. Does Yaga know this is coming? He's cranking quite hard now, so I'm going to presume his RWR is going wild. It's got to be. That's inside 2 miles now. See if we can grab it. Oh, Yaga. This is going to be a first pass kill. Oh, is it still tracking? This is it. This is going to get him. He's done. Yaga's gone. First pass kill. Nice kill from Riker. Fantastic work. There he is, out cold. The 120 had no chance in hell. Launched a little bit later than the SD-10 was, but didn't have the legs. Riker was already out of there before it had a chance. Has that broken the 64th already? Tau Hermit's already out cold. Rage and No Wheels in hot. This 2-ship of Aspen and Jinx. Cranking it to the left. Breeze. Riker's way out there. He's went back cold. I thought it was still with Breeze. I'm surprised to see that. What's happening in the back here? So we've got Hermit, Tab, and Combs on the left side. Vati, X-Man, Rage, and No Wheels on the right. If we draw a straight line through Bullseye. I'm going to presume that's how this fight is going to stay. That's what we kind of seen the last time. Now, the question is ETF&Alamo going to push hard because they know they're that one person up already? Are they going to play conservative? I'm going to presume they're going to do the same as the first round and push pretty hard. .120 out from Aspen, and got one in return from, I believe that was Tab. Let's have a little look. Yep. So a couple of long-range launchers coming from 64th. Oh, 2 120s out here. Both from Aspen? 2 from Aspen. He's double sorting. Clicking on the wrong buttons. What's his altitude? He's 21,000 feet. Still cranking. He's fast. Starting to turn it cold. I guess he's got the missile warning now. 4 miles out. Yep. Was that 2 missiles on the one guy? Bad sorting by 64th. These ones are already so slow, jeez. SD turret from Breeze. Breeze is at 11,000 feet shooting at, I think that was on Rage, who is at 7,000 feet, pretty low. 9 miles. Don't think it's going to do much. Aspen's still defending this missile, but it is getting tired. Pressing wrong buttons. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do much. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't really know the SD-10's ranges as well as these boys do, but... Oh! Oh, did that get pretty close? Nah, I don't think it was tracking at that point. Okay, Combs launching on Prez, it looks like from 14 miles, but he's getting Aspen in pretty close on him here. Better watch out. SD-10 out from... Was that from Riker? Yeah, another missile out from Riker. Not quite sure who that's on yet. Aspen's looking dangerous. He didn't launch on Combs, who's pretty low. It looks like he's out cold, but it looks like Tab's coming into that from 11 miles. An exchange Vati, looks like he's launched on Breeze, who's already cold. Electro Bull also looking pretty threatening here. These SD-10s are looking dangerous. X-Man is under pressure. He's really in trouble. Yep, this is going to get him. Pop. There it goes. These SD-10s, not respecting the range of them. Tau Hermit. Is he defending that missile? Is that on him? It is. This might be another long-range kill. Nope, flew past him. No bother. And Vati already outrun the SD-10. So 2 kills already for ETF&Alamo, Breeze and Riker, the 2 danger men in the Jeffs. Momentum is with them this time. I'm not sure. Look how far pushing past bullseye already. Super aggressive from ETF. We might see 3 rounds, guys. Nice. So Rage is starting to cross the fight here against Dun Dun. I'm going to miss out from Jinx at 9 miles on Tau Hermit. Tau Hermit's thinking better of engaging Alamo. Aspen, not Alamo. Breeze launches on no wheels from pretty close 9 miles. He's already defensive. He's in the hills. He's going to have to pull up for that mountain though. He's just going to slow somebody's speed, so see how that works out. Tau Hermit and Tab both double sorting on the one target here. Always has got away from that pretty good. Tau Hermit's out. This is a danger. Look at this. These guys are pushing hard. Has that missile got anything on it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Nope. Tracking's let it down. Some bags coming off in the air there. Missiles everywhere right now. Rage launching pretty close in. 7 to 8 miles there. He's got one back though. He's going to have to respect that. That's going to have some legs on it. This is a dangerous missile. He is cold. You can see him down on the right there. He's out of there. That missile's not tracking well enough. No wheels is under pressure. He's a lone guy here to these 3. Now, if 64 can do something about these boys quickly and get a kill, though it doesn't look like it. I mean, we've got a guy 6 miles on Tau Hermit here. What's Hermit doing? He's full burner in the notch, it looks like. Looks like he's fixated on Dun Dun, who has got a missile pretty close. And 2-120's out on Combs. Nope, that one's in the water. They're close, but no factor anymore for Combs. Oh! Combs died. Delayed reaction, I guess? I'm not quite sure what happened there. We were just on board with him and he looked like he was high enough, so that's another loss for 64th. Aspen under pressure and SD-10 in there also. Aspen's pretty high up there. This might get him. This music's too intense for me. 2 SD-10s on Rage. That 120 hasn't done much there. It's all kicking off. 64th under serious pressure this round. Jeez almighty, getting the worst music ever here. And my screen's gone blank. Jeez Louise. Sorry guys. Hopefully you guys can still see what's going on. Here we go. Missiles everywhere. Tau Hermit got Dun Dun. Combs is out. Alamo Dun Dun disconnected. Okay, cool. So we've got 1 kill for Tau Hermit there for 64. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we must have lost another one. Prez crash. Combs. Not quite sure who killed Prez there. Oh, Vati. Getting pretty close with that one to that SD-10 there. not quite sure what happened to Prez. He crashed, it said. Oh, rage got him, that's what happened. Okay, that makes sense. We missed that, but hey ho. No, wait, what? I'm putting markers down now? Call me, what the hell are you doing? Tower Hermit launching out on Riker for really close here. Danger close. Riker's under pressure. He's a little bit high. Oh no, not where he wants to be. Yep, Riker's out of there. This is getting hot. Hermit is never going to get around this, surely. That's unfortunate. Maybe he'll eat this. Oh, that SD10 going for Rage. Rage is down. SD10 collected on him. I don't know if it reacquired him while Herbert was jumping around like a madman there. Not quite sure what happened. But he's out there. Electro Bill killing Rage. Another close shot. Really close shot on Electro Bill from Tower Hermit here. SD10 exchanged. SD10 is not on Tower Hermit. Tower Hermit hits Electro Bill. Good kill there from him. I think we lost someone else there. No, we didn't. So that was Tab taking out Electro Bill with a long range launch. Wow. Okay, how are we looking now? 4 on 4. Can you believe it? Jeez Louise. This is went from... This is the same that happened in the last round. When did we lose Rage? We lost Rage to the SD10, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, so Breeze being super aggressive here. He's only got a PL5 left, though. He's going to have to make some magic happen. Tower Hermit's pushing deep here. He's got 3 missiles, though. He's looking dangerous. SD10 out from Dizzy. On Vati. Vati still got his tanks on. He's only got 2 missiles left and a couple of AIM-9Xs, so he has got missiles. Tab's also got 1 missile left, turning back in hot after just getting a kill earlier. Splitting up, these guys 2 getting split up by this one guy. Oh man, this is either going to be really bad for Hermit or really good for him as he separates this 2 ship down here who aren't anywhere near to support their buddies right now. Well, Tower Hermit needs to get a launch off on this guy and then get out of there back towards his buddies and let Tab come in, push these guys off and keep the pressure on these lads. Will that happen though? Here comes the notch. DCS notch meta. Looks like no problem whatsoever. That missile's already gone. And we've got a 128, 7 miles on Tab. Looks like Tab is defending late. Pretty late. This is 2 missiles out. That's double sorting. Oh my god, it's all kicking off. I don't know who to watch. Tab's out of there, and Breeze defending like a mammoth. He's doing his notching. Oh no, not able to notch that time. Surprising. His PL5's out on no wheels. We knew he didn't have much missiles. 3v4, and these guys have still got missiles. I think Hermit might be out now, but we've got 1 SD10 for Dizzy, so he's still dangerous. Jinx is sitting with 1 AIM-9X. Aspen still with 1 to 120. Okay, we're looking for merges for the ETF&Alamo. Come on, ETF&Alamo, push through. Tab's turning in hot. He's got no missiles left. Not sure what he's doing. He's getting pretty close to Dizzy though, and Dizzy's still got 1 SD10. Yep, he does, so he's still dangerous. They might think he's got nothing left. Okay, here it comes. Is it on no wheels, I would presume, who's the only hot guy? No, it's not. It's on Tab to push him off. Tab is in a turn. Maybe his RWR won't see this. He might have blinded his radar. His RWR. Nope, he gets hit. Nice kill from Dizzy. 3v3 to equalize it. Well done, my man. Was it the SD10 that killed him? Yes, it was. I don't know what that SD10 was. 128, close from no wheels. Inside 3 miles. 2 missiles. Oh, Dizzy, you're under pressure, man. 1 miss, 2 misses. No problem. My man works well under pressure. Good job. Aspen launching on Hermit from 7 miles, it looks like there. He's turning out cold, opting not to go for the notch. Vati turning in hot. We had 2 missiles from Vati. Here he comes. Launching 8 miles on Jinx. Jinx is nice and low. Probably going to go for the notch here. Popping those flares. Everyone knows that 120s like flares. He's turning cold from it. 2 missiles out from Vati. Oh my god, I think this might hit. He should have stayed cold. Nope, he gets hit. Oh no! Jinx, you should have stayed cold, my man. 2v3 ETF&Alamo. Come on, guys, you can do this. 1 missile left for whoever that was. 1 missile left for no wheels. Vati launched both his missiles there to get that kill. Dizzy with his PL5s and Aspen kicking around with AIM-9Xs. They're going for the merge. 128 from Hermit. Here we go. These boys need to get these missiles away from those boys. Has he notched it? Into the sea. Good job, my man. Noah's coming in. He's high. Does Aspen see him? Aspen's climbing up to him. He's popping those flares. There goes an M9X. Nobody's just not launched. Here comes a 120. Is he flaring? Yep, he's flaring. He knows it's coming. He's expecting the PL5, the M9X. He flares it and gets the kill. Great job, no wheels. So we're down to 1v3. Damn. Oh no, Dizzy. You can do this, dude. You still got 2 missiles left. And do they see you? They're not turning. Oh, Hermit's turning in. Hermit's got no missiles though. Daisy could get this kill. I think Daisy's gonna get him. He's down there. He's down there. Daisy going super slow. What if he's notching the AWACS? Yep, he possibly could be notching an AWACS and they don't know where he is. Hermit's turned out. No wheels is in hot. No wheels has only got M9Xs left. He's choosing to scout it. Why is no one engaging? Somebody kill someone. Vati's coming in. Vati's still got his tanks. He's all about the field today. Just with the M9Xs. So no 120s left. Oh, here comes. No wheels has found him. M9X. And he's out of there. I'm curious what happened there. He kind of froze there, does he? I don't know what happened at the very end of the game. He just sat there. Oh, man. Oh, I'm gutted for ETF&Alamo. I thought they had it. They were 2 pilots up. 2 pilots up, and something just changed momentum. And wow. It just seemed to get back to being leveled, and someone would get a kill for ETF&Alamo, and then 64th would level it. It was back and forth right to the very end there. Oh, and it just seemed like a couple of great defenses. I feel like ETF maybe didn't manage to defend the missiles quite as well feet wet as what they did feet dry. And I don't know why that was, because the ground over here was pretty flat anyway. But they were dragging missiles into the ground like nobody's business, and they got caught out trying to hit a few notches feet wet there and didn't manage it. It might be, now bear with me on this theory, call me one theory coming up, the C in DCS is le shit. It's a stupid matte blue blob of nonsense. And especially if you fly in VR, it's really hard to tell how high you are. So you can end up hitting the ground. So people tend to stay a little bit higher up and just trying to avoid that C and get a little bit nervous, and it can play with your head a little bit. But wow. Wow. Good round, guys. Good win for 64. So that's a 2-0 provided they can make it back. And judging by, I don't know how much I'm going to read into this, but judging by Vati still having his fuel tanks on, he might have fuel for days. So we'll need to see how this happens. We'll see what happens here. Don't worry, English is my second language. Scottish is my first. Really nice kill from No Wheels there. I like that one. That was pretty sweet. Got in super close. Flared at AIM-9X. Got his missile off. Super, super close. I like it. Wow. And Tao Hermit making it to the end again this time. No Wheels making it to the end again. And Vati, I believe, made it to the end of the round last time. So is it the same 3 coming home? No, we had Rage as well last time. So these 3 know how to stay alive. I like it. Great job, guys. And great job by ETF&Alamo as well. That was a hard-fought battle. And I'll be curious to hear what they have to say about that. That was wild. Wild. But if we learned anything today, it's that the C sucks. And 120s are awesome. Oh dear, the old 120s. But some good long-range kills there from ETF that I wasn't expecting, I'll be honest. I was not expecting Riker's first pass kill on Yaga. I don't think he quite respected the range of that SD-10. Perhaps getting caught off a little bit guard, not expecting that missile to come out. And then the second SD-10 I think was from... I think it was on X-Man if I'm not mistaken, and he was cold. And I just caught up to him. Again, a lot of the guys flying about in the wild on Blue Flag or GS, wherever you fly, don't tend to come across so many SD-10s, so a lot of people lack practice against them. Hey, DCS clouds, huh? Gotta love them. Much better than the old ones, but still a bit shaky. Game's getting prettier. It's not getting a better game, but it's getting prettier. Wowza. What I'll try and do is I'll try and get a couple of the guys from each of the teams and see if I want to have a little chat about what happened in that round, if you guys are interested to listen to that. I know I am. Again, though, I'm just remembering that 64th were pushed quite far back there. So how far did they have to fly? They just came from about here where they're fighting. 103 miles again. So again, letting ETF-Alamo really push them right way back there. Each time they seemed like they were getting pushed up against like a, what do you call it, like a, not a cat against the wall. I don't know what the terminology is. You know when you get a frightened animal up against, and get his back up? That's kind of what it seemed like was happening there. And then they came out with their teeth and claws and went wild. I want these boys to get information. Who is that? That No Wheels absolutely bombing along here. He's not hanging about. That was a really cool view. Look at him go. Scorching along. He must have way more fuel than Hermit. My man's not interested in doing no formation flying. He's saying, get me home. I've got dinner to get. But that was a wild ride. Wild ride. Let's go through the kills. So we had an interesting death again. Let's see what happens. So we had Yaga, the long range death. Great kill, he says. Hold on, why is X-Men saying GG? Oh, saying have a good game. So yeah, Riker got a long range SD10 kill against Yaga. Then X-Man died to Breeze with a... They were both pretty low if I remember correctly, and it was up in this area here near the mountains, and X-Man got caught just with had a little bit more energy on his missile, on the SD10 than the 120 did. Then Prez dying to Rage, that was the first kill for the 64th. I actually missed that one, I think that was out feet wet. Combs dying, not sure what happened there. I seen an SD10, I think it was, or two 120s on him. Can't quite remember now. Looked like he defeated him. Was flying along, same as I seen with X-Man in the previous round, and just not with X-Man. Yeah, it was like X-Man, down nice and low, and apparently he's dead. It doesn't say anyone killed him, so I'm guessing he hit the ground and we missed that, but I can't understand why. Then Alamo Dundan dying to Tao Hermit out feet wet. Then Tao Hermit with another kill against Riker on the JF-17. Bridge getting his second kill of the round against Electro Bull, who did really good actually. Electro Bull was fighting a good fight. Then Tab also killed Electro Bull. Oh, am I getting confused? Yeah, that's right, sorry. Electro Bull killed Rage and then Tab came in from behind and shot him. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was unfortunate. He just got a little bit too close and not able to get in the notch quick enough. I think he was a little bit high feet wet. If he'd been a little bit lower. But then maybe he wouldn't have got the kill against Rage though. Yes, Matson maybes, huh? Then No Wheels with his 120 kill against Breeze. Dizzy then taking out Tab. And then Vati taking out Jinx. Is that one for the win? No, No Wheels killing Aspen was last one. Aspen, last man standing for ETF-Alamo again. I got a big respect for the guys. Oh, it's Dizzy. Sorry, I'm totally wrong. Dizzy was sitting there floating along feet, but quite interested to see what happened there. He was just flying straight along. Not as if he was looking for anyone. I think it was like almost like he was trying to notch the AWACS to try and stay hidden. Obviously can't do that forever though. Not sure what was going on there. Then 8 and M120. Where's our boys? Here's No Wheels on his descent. Bound on Alaim. And there we have it, guys. 64th take the win. 2-0 versus ETF&Alamo. Really hard fought fight. And respect goes out to both teams. Some awesome flying for both. Some really standout pilots as well. Got to say, a big well done to Aspen, Dizzy, ETF's Jeff pilots with their amazing notching and defeating of missiles. Awesome stuff. And well done to No Wheels for some great missile conservation. It always seemed to be the guy with missiles at the end of the fight. And yeah, awesome kills. Love it. The other two going to make it home. Let's have a little look, see how Hermit is. Hermit is sitting there. Breaks out. He should be making it, no bother then. Vati coming in. He's dropped the bags eventually. He's dropped his pylons. He's coming home. Nobody's had so much fuel, he didn't even care about his pylons. He kept them on. I think Vati might overtake Hermit here, that's right. Both happy and safe. I like it. Well done, boys. Yep. Well done, Runner. Plus the survivors. No Wheels, Tower Hermit, and nicest guy in DCS, Mr. Vati. Alright, boys and girls, I'm going to see if anyone wants to have a little chat about that match. We'll see if we can, and I'll put on the TAC trailer for a minute for you. Enjoy.
Fuel recover. Fuel recover. Fuel recover. Get out. Fox 3, 2 ship, bullseye is 1967, 36,000.
Weapons away 41 seconds. Beacon 060.
For status. For status.
Rocket 4, kill 2 ship, bullseye 2179, 36,000 drag.
Right.
Alright guys, bear with me. I've got ETF and 64th coming for a little chat. Hey, how we doing? How we doing? Oh, good. You guys are live. Swearing is absolutely fine by me. Just keep it to a minimum. Well, I'm going to grab a couple of 64th boys and we'll have a quick chat about the match and see how you guys all felt it went. Here's Mr. Rage. You bring in X-Man or anyone else with you? You're outnumbered. Again, for about the 5th time tonight. 64th outnumbered, alright? Oh man, I've got the best song on right now. This song basically explains how ETF managed with the 120s. It says, I don't fuck with you. They do not fuck with those 120s. Mate, the first round you guys missile defense was fantastic. Great job. But, oh jeez, oh, changing screens in the stream here. I'm just going to give everyone on my stream epilepsy while we do the interview. Have you messaged X-Men anyone, Rich? Will I get them? Just you? Cool, cool, cool. Alright guys, good fight. That was exciting to watch. I really enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed flying it. Yeah, congrats to 64th and yeah, consolidations to ETF&Alamo. That's a mouthful, by the way. Hard to keep up with that, but yeah, great. Both of you teams did really well, and I think congratulations to both of you for flying so well. It's really cool to watch so many talented pilots come together, and that's what's so good about these competitions is you get to see that firsthand. It's good for other people watching, and I hope more people get involved in watching the streams and stuff so they can get a bit of inspiration from watching what you guys are capable of doing. It's pretty awesome to watch. Let's talk. Yeah, let's go through the rounds. So, if you can remember that far back, I'm struggling to remember. Everything felt like the same thing happened over and over, and it was like crazy. So in round one, it really felt like ETF and Alamo were pushing 64th pretty hard. I mean, the end of the round, you had them right up against the bubble's edge, and had like seemed to be like you were shaping the fight with missiles. Is that true? Is that what you guys were intending to do? Were you trying to push them that far back? What was the plan? Yeah, I was surprised watching that myself. It's interesting. So you're kind of using aggression all the way up to the end, and then meeting aggression with aggression at the end as well. So, wow. Um, yeah, I think you guys did a great job in being able to fix that mid-round as well, because you could see it kind of happening a little bit, shape getting lost, but you definitely brought it back in, and that says a lot. It's hard to do. To adjust to the middle of a match is difficult. So, well done on doing that. What about you, Rage? How did you feel the first round went? Yeah, what happened there? Because it came up kind of strange in the chat. Okay. Oh no, stand by. These guys don't have chat from Discord. Are you kidding me on? They're listening to me asking questions, and I am a noob. This is what happens when you haven't streamed for 3 years. 35, yeah, dude, you're surprised. This is people have accidentally clicked on here.
Them questions, but
Oh,
no.
here we go. Maybe that's it. Jeez, oh. Or give it.
Always questions.
Yeah, they said they can hear me. That's hilarious. Oh, you guys, you're gonna have to deal with this noob for another minute.
All right, let's
Yeah.
do take two.
You want to do take two?
I'm fine with that.
Hopefully you guys they can hear you now. But yeah, I said well done to you all. They heard that part. You guys said, oh yeah, we're the best, and no one else is like us. That was good. ETF first round. Yeah, so we started off with the first round with you guys being pretty aggressive. So yeah, do you want to talk us through that first round again?
Go on,
Yeah,
Bruce.
first round was pretty good. We were aggressive. We had a bit of each group wasn't as aggressive, but we fixed that in round two. But as far as round one was concerned, we were pretty aggressive. It went well towards the whole thing, besides the end where they did have a really good counter and they turned back round. They didn't have the most missiles, but they seemed to have just about enough to get it done at the end because we had
Decent
nothing, so
job,
nothing is
yeah.
better than something is better than nothing. And they had a few, and we had pretty much nothing at that point, and they got us.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. You guys said that you expected that from 64th, to kind of play late game and have that aggression at the end. So it was interesting to hear that. And Rage, would you repeat yourself?
Yeah, I was basically going to say, yeah, we expected as much, really. So, we knew that you guys are super at notching, and the GIF is really hard to hit um, with 120s and even heaters if it's in male power. So, our game plan was to play it a little bit defensive, take missiles off you guys, and hopefully not lose too many people doing that. We were willing to trade a little bit of bubble space, which we did. But we actually traded a lot more than we expected, and we got pushed really hard, and things were a little bit panicked at the end. But we knew at that point that we had probably a missile advantage, and so we were able to be a little bit more aggressive. But it was really close, and all it takes is one or two people to make a mistake, not pick up the right guy, and it can very easily shift on a knife edge. So really, props to you guys for giving us such a hard time and a really tense fight that could have gone either way.
Indeed, thank you.
And ETF&Alamo, were you how conscious of the first loss for 64th? Is that something that kind of triggered a little bit more aggression, a little bit more of a morale boost for you guys in the round, or?
Well, yeah, initially we started to push a bit more aggressively, but then as we stated in the first round of the mics not working, that we kind of had to cancel all of our gains that we had made to kind of reform our groups to regain cohesion, right? And there was at the one point where one side was parallel with the other side's the other side's enemy element. So we had to kind of reset the advantage that we had when the initial push, when I think it was X-Man went down for a CFIT, if I'm correct.
Yeah, round one, yes.
Yeah, round one. We had to reset that initial morale boost in terms of the aggression that gave back to kind of a neutral standpoint. Even though we're up on planes, categorically we're down on missiles because the airframe selection. So it kind of reset to more of a neutral scenario with still the advantage to us because we had more planes. But that's the walkthrough on that.
Interesting. So, Rage, how were you guys for fuel at the end of the first round? Not bad?
They're pretty good. I mean, I had 6,000. No Wheels had similar. Yeah, a bunch of our guys, everyone made it back comfortably, I would say. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, then going into the second round, what's your new mindset having won the first round?
I mean, it's always good, isn't it? You know, you got to go in with some confidence. But like I said, you know, we're fighting against really good teams. So you know, we've been in lots of. I've been playing this for a long time, so you know, I've had rounds where like matches where we've won the first round and lost the next two, and lost the first one and won the next two. It can every round is
Oh, yeah.
completely different, and so you get a little morale boost, but you got to reset and just take every round on its own merit, basically.
Not the answer I was
So
expecting. It's like water off a duck's back, huh? I was expecting you to say something along the lines of, you know, not having given up more bubble space than what you were expecting. You guys are maybe a little bit nervous going to the second round. I was watching it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, it's. I always get nervous flying DC. That's why I love it. But it's fun. Um, but yeah, I mean, we kind of kept the same game plan. I guess we probably expected them to be even more aggressive in round two, and I feel like we got pushed a lot harder in round two. Um, but you know, and again, it was really close at the end. What we, you know, when teams are very aggressive like that, you either uh, pull back and wait for them to lose SA, or you do some sort of cross. Because often people, when they're aggressive, they get padlocked on a particular side, and if you know when they're pushing that hard, you can often cross into them, and that can, you know, push the balance in your favor once more. But you know, like I say, these margins, you know, teams are really good now. Everyone is really good, and the
Yeah.
margins are tight. You know, so it can go either way. I'd be interested to hear how they came into round two, really, because
Well, I'm asking the questions, Rich. And that is my question.
Going into round two, okay. So going into round two, we had a little pep talk between us all, saying that we need to rectify our pushing aggression and our cohesion on the front line, so we're not left in the same situation as the first round. So we can all push as one unit as opposed to two separate units. And I believe that really helped on the second round, especially with the I don't know how far that missile was, but that long range ST10 kill was
Yeah.
quite a funny one. That kind of gave an instant morale boost, followed up by then Breeze's kill was like, okay guys, this is we fixed the formation, we're pushing together, we have a solid chance here, right? But then obviously as time went on, it didn't end up like that. I think there were some sorting errors, and yeah, then it didn't go too well for us on the second round after that.
Yeah, it was interesting because, like I said, it's good to get that first kill, but to follow up with a second kill, you just feel like the momentum's there, don't you? It's gonna come.
Snowballing.
But I think the only way to kind of explain this exactly what Rage was saying is that teams are so good now, everyone's so well matched that even though you're up, these pilots can be against the odds and beat two or three
Shift
guys.
so quickly.
It's terrifying. But yeah, you think it like it's watching it. I was sure you guys had it at that point. I was like, here we go. There's a lot of missiles you've taken off of them, a lot of ground you've taken off them. The morale's there, the momentum's there. Got loads more jets hot. Surely it's going to go that way, and you know, it's so unfortunate when it doesn't. I was rooting for you guys, which I shouldn't be admitting to, but I was. Shouldn't say it in front of Rage. But yeah, interesting. I've got a question towards the very end of the fight. Dizzy, was he out of fuel? He wasn't out of fuel, was he?
She
Dizzy, sorry,
got-
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Apologies.
No, I'm pretty. No, it's no problem. I'm pretty sure she got hit by an AIM-9X. She wasn't out of fuel. She was trying to idle the AIM-9X and jump some flares, but she ran out of flares.
Right.
So she was just trying to minimize her heat as much as possible. But you know, it's futile against the X, especially when you have no flares. So.
Yeah. See, I thought she was actually notching. I thought she was being really smart, notching AWACS, trying to blind herself from the guys so that they can see see where she was, and then get the jump on one. And she had what, 2 missiles still left, I think. And I thought she could maybe turn this around if they don't know where she is, and there could be a team kill going on here.
I'd have to ask her. She's got a lot of instincts with the way she fights. So maybe that was an internal thought process, but that wasn't vocalized. So maybe I have to ask her for you.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a serious battle over the ocean there. How much of an issue did the water have for you guys? Are you guys bothered by fighting over the water so low and trying to notch, or is it not an issue?
I certainly wasn't.
Yeah, let the other guys answer that. Go on.
No, I don't know. I mean, I never really got that low in the fight to begin with. Besides like late in the first round, and the second round I died pretty quick because they had a leaker from the opposite side of the field, and like, you know, takes a little bit to lock up something with the F-16 radar nowadays. And we exchanged missiles, and I ate it, but mine at 9 miles, Mach 1.4, obviously did nothing. I think it still induced a CFIT though at some point, if I was watching the stream correctly afterwards. But
Yeah, that's right. There
yeah,
was an odd one actually. That one. I know you watched that back and have a look in TAC view. That was a strange one.
yeah,
But it seems like it was a couple
really,
of CFITs going on today. Obviously, they're not, a kill's a kill. If your missile doesn't have to hit them, a kill's a kill. And with the
Indeed.
current AIM-120s and DCS, probably the best way to kill someone. Scare them into the
yeah.
ground
I
rather
don't.
than hit them.
I mean, I personally didn't have any issues. I didn't hear any complaints from my side uh, of the fight, like over the water. Um, so you know,
Yeah, it's because I personally I hate flying over the water because think it's a bit of an issue trying to spot the thing and tell your altitude. I just looked like you guys were flying a little bit higher on your missile defense over the feet wet than what you did feet dry.
I think that came from because normally we do like to stay a little bit higher because you really don't need to drop all that much altitude to defend a missile. You know, unless it's like you're really pushing it on that missile range. But I know Jinx in the first round he was bingo like 800 pounds when the rest of us still had like 3,000 4,000. So I just made sure that he knew to stay up higher
Yeah.
so that you could stay in the fight a little bit longer. So that was probably part of it. Plus, obviously, being a little higher, you get more effective missiles. Because the other thing I did notice is that the 64th guys, they really like to stay below. Like, once the fighting started, that they didn't really climb above like 15,000. Rarely, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I keep telling
So
those noobs to climb on the egress, but they don't listen.
yeah. So I mean, like I mean, you probably saw Dunnan and I were screaming in 35, 40,000 feet while you guys were on the deck. So, like in that second round.
Yeah, yeah.
If I am as to be so bold as to predict after that high and fast SD10 shot that you guys wanted to be a bit lower for the rest of the game, would I be correct in that assumption? Or
I think the thing is that we don't all come in high and fast, and in order to get hit by somebody high and fast, you kind of have to be high and fast yourself.
yes,
And I think you definitely caught Yager out there, which was really that was really impressive. And that's going to be forever etched into his
ingrained.
shame part of his brain. But but
He's a
you know
great guy. He's a great guy.
yeah, but it's but again, like I don't want to talk about TCS missiles, but you should have
No,
an
we've taught
advantage.
they're
Or
great.
DCS radars.
Yeah, yeah, you should have an advantage being higher and faster, but often in the game that's not correct. That doesn't pan out that way, and that's one of my major bugbears with DCS. But
Rage, correct as is. Leave it there.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, correct as is. Need a track.
Yeah. So excuse me. Yeah. So you guys over feet wet in the 64th. It looked like sorting was becoming an issue. There's a couple of double sorting and whatnot going on. How do you feel that worked for you guys today? Was that because is that when you take losses, obviously you're dropping people's wingmen? Is it confusion in communication? Because flying with the 8v8 is confusing enough without losing your wingmen and not being in the right comms channels or whatever. Was it a factor?
Yeah, when you're down, and we were down 2 players, I think, in both those rounds, maybe
Yeah.
initially. So you have to be more aggressive than you would have been in order to because you're down, and so you have to. It takes up more missiles to keep from being overrun. So yeah, sometimes that could have been sorted. I haven't looked at the tag views yet.
Sure.
Some of those double sorts were deliberate because it's harder to notch from 2 different angles.
And
But I
question,
couldn't tell you. Yeah.
how much time have ETF and Alamo had flying together to practice for this? Because that's the thing that's probably impressed me the most is you got two teams that haven't historically been flying together, have you? And then all of a sudden come together for this competition to fly at that level is damn impressive.
Not much. Is the answer
We
to
You
that.
bastards.
I think we did. Well, I mean, we've done scrimmages against each other a few times in the
Yeah.
past for different tournaments and whatnot. After we had done our House of SAR fight, that's when we started talking about tact, and that's when this whole composite team came together. So we started communicating then. Um, and we had done, I think, 2 scrimmages, 2 tact level scrimmages.
Two internal,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
yeah, the teams we were supposed to fight against never showed up, so we just did internal like 4v4, 5v5s. But yeah, we had a little bit of time to work together, probably maybe like 4 or 5 hours in total in terms of actual flying, and then obviously just like trying to communicate plans and stuff, etc.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
It's worked
obviously
out okay.
ETFs are, yeah, I think it works out pretty well. We're still trying to get like communication stuff down because ETF communicates significantly differently than we do at Alamo.
Okay.
So yeah.
But it says a testament to your teams to your pilots, actually, is what I should be saying, not your teams, that regardless of who you're flying with and how much experience you've had flying with them, that you can pull out that kind of a performance. So well done to you guys. It's pretty wild. And the swap of pilots, was that just because of the numbers you had, or was there a significant reason for the swap?
So Dundun came in a little bit late. I almost missed because I was out of town and I meant to get here a little earlier, but I left late. So,
Oh.
but I hopped in, and then it was me, Jinx, and Sizzle, and then Dundun showed up and was like, "Hey, I'll hop in," and so we swapped Sizzle out for Dundun because he's a little bit more experienced.
Okay.
Hell, I mean, Dundun used to be the owner of Alamo, now it's me. So, but but yeah, so we swapped Sizzle out because I was just like, Jinx or Sizzle, you guys can pick which one of you guys wants to hop out, because we were still only going to do 3 Alamo guys because ETF wanted to field their full 5.
Yeah.
So otherwise it probably would have been myself, Dundun, Jinx, and Sizzle if Aspen or one of the other JFs popped out. So
I thought it was interesting how you guys split up the flights as well. I was expecting it just to be, ETF in one whole flight by their own, but you kind of spread it out a little bit more, didn't you? Which was, mixing it up.
No, they did. I kind of assumed the same, but I haven't seen their views, obviously.
Yeah, it was interesting. And also, Rachel, you guys swapped out a pilot for the second round too.
Yeah, we just wanted to try and get everyone to have at least one round.
Well, I thought it was maybe because Tab is better than Jumper, who incidentally I think got 2 kills in the first round. Actually, Jumper, if I'm not mistaken, at least one, I believe.
Maybe I can't remember now. It's all a
Maybe I'm
haze
giving
of
credit where credit is
dodging.
not due. Yeah, so next question is going to be about your squads and stuff, and then how people in the community watching this and stuff can get into flying with a great team like you guys, and how they get to that level. What have they got to do? I'll start with you guys, ETF and Alamo. How did you get into one of your teams? Where did you guys start off, and how did you get there?
at least, I mean, okay, so at least for Alamo, anyone is always free to join. I usually advertise on my YouTube channel if anybody is a subscriber of my channel. Sometimes at least. So, but anyone can really come and join, and we'll get them worked up. We got like a proper training regimen and everything. But I'm very much a self-starter, so like you gotta make sure that you do actually want to fly, because I'm not gonna bother you every day being like, hey, you wanna play for the team? You wanna come?
Yeah, there's a lot of work goes
But
into a lot of flight hours, huh?
yeah, but yeah, as far as we got, you asked how we got started,
Yeah.
or yeah, I mean, 2 years ago, Dundon started it. Small squadron. I joined as like the 4th member ever. We did this for like a year. Didn't play in any tournaments at that point. And then Dundon decided to go.
Tournament, I think.
It was right before TACT happened, I think, or I think we participated in TACT maybe. But
Yeah, that was the
either
first
way,
tournament.
yeah, we participated in TACT, and then Dundon decided to go somewhere else, and so I took over control of the squadron, because otherwise Alamo would have been dissolved at that point. So I took it over and tried to maintain the numbers and all that, and Dundon eventually found his way back home. So, but yeah, we're currently Alamo's currently I think like 8 active members right now, a few reserves, couple recruits, always looking to have more people. So
And
if
do you bring
anybody's
people in from all
interested.
around the world, or is it specifically in the US?
Yeah, no, right now we have a lot more people from the US currently, but for the most part, we've almost always been
Both
mostly
US and
European.
Germany.
Yeah, like all the Europeans we have are like Central Europe. So, but
All
yeah,
but one is German.
yeah, we have like 4 Germans in our squadron right now, and then the
It's a
rest
bit hassle.
are like the US. So we do accept North America. Europe, just anything that works within that time zone. Obviously, because that's what this, these tournaments are always like 18 Zulu to 19 Zulu ish time slots, right, to make things work with all the international teams.
Yep, yep. Nice, man. It's interesting. What about ETF? You guys have been around for a couple of seasons now, huh?
You there, Breeze? Go
Yeah,
on, you
we
go.
started back in 2020 in like June, in about March.
February, wasn't it? March,
Yeah,
February.
February, March 2020. After I used to be in PTF back in the good day, and then I left PTF, made my own team, and then from there I went on to do more things with PTF. Got people slowly, got it bigger and bigger and bigger, and yeah, I used to do a lot of like little tournaments all alone, and I was like just like prepare for big tournaments before I even entered them. But
Funny
I started a lot
story.
back then. Took a long time.
So Breeze signed up to Diamond League in 2020 with a team that's like 3 weeks old. Actually, I think if I recall correctly, Breeze, you actually signed up to Diamond League before you even had 6 people.
Oh,
Isn't that
jeez.
correct?
Yeah, I didn't know
But
Diamond League was six v
he
six.
just
I
thought it
kind of just
sounded
like
cooler. He just thought it sounded
Diamond
cooler, so he signed up to
Diamond sounded
Diamond
cooler
League.
to me, so I was like, that's the one.
It's a
So
determination just making it work, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, so our squadron kind of got chucked into the deep end from day one, which is was an interesting thing. I think it hardened us quite quickly because we just got. I don't know if you remember 2020, but we just got absolutely demolished. 3 week old team going in with the big dogs just got flattened entirely, completely. But we came away from a lot from that. From you guys especially, Tor. I can't remember. Was that who else was in Diamond League 2020? I'm getting old now. I can't remember. But
36
yeah,
20
I think
think
Iriaf
it was.
when they were a thing. I don't know, Iranians. But we came away from a lot from that. It was like, wow, we are nowhere near in a position to compete with these guys. We need to improve now if we want to stay where we are in this kind of competition. So we learned a lot from that, from a lot of loss, and then eventually we came to where we are now, which we're very grateful for.
It's amazing how
We
motivating losses are, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. People kind of there's two kinds of squadrons, right? Squadrons that can handle losses, and then there's squadrons that cannot handle loss and only go fight against people they know they can win against, right? Them squadrons don't last very long in competitive DCS because as soon as they're faced with reality, they have internal fighting and they break up into a
Absolutely.
million pieces. You
Yeah.
really have to know how to handle loss if you want to make it in this scene.
Yeah.
And this
I
time
would.
around, yeah,
You
Oh,
go
sorry.
first.
I was gonna say that that's definitely big because we, like for Alamo, we participated in TACT and then we participated in House of SAR and SATAC last year, or in SATAL, I mean last year, and especially SATAL. Our SATAL season was awful, and it really like every loss that we have in these tournaments is like I immediately go to work at how to reform our squadron to like try and meet better standards and how to fix these areas because it really does open up where certain training or knowledge bases are just simply missing. You
Mhm.
know, so it really gets me to innovate, which is why now, like originally when I was running the squadron and when Dun Dun was running it, we really didn't have very much structure. It was kind of like let's just teach each other all this stuff, and now it's like I have a curriculum and stuff, and I have all this SOP and crap that people can read and actually reference, now, instead of it just being like, oh yeah, just ask me. It's like here's something you can actually get information out of.
Yeah, because people learn
So
different ways, don't they? So it's good to have that if you can.
yeah, so like a lot of losing just made me look at it, be like, okay, how can I make us better so that this is not a problem anymore.
Nice. And people want to join or get to a team like ETF. How do they do that?
Oh, it's quite simple actually. We're open for recruitment right now. Breeze, I'll let you talk about this.
yeah, we're open for recruitment. If you just search on Google our name, you should find the Discord link. It's always been the same for the past 2 years. You can join the Discord, and from there, it's pretty simple. It guides
You
you.
can apply, yeah, and we put you through a trial process, and if you pass basically like our internal exam, you become like a recruit for ETF for an extended period of time, as well, like a probationary period essentially. So we make sure that you're not gonna go off to another team. We had someone like that before who joined our squadron a little bit to get into our ETF training regime, and then they left and then joined another squadron. I'm not going to name names or anything, but that was a real wake up call for us. So you'll be put on a probationary period for a little bit amount of time, and then after that, we'll start including you in scrims and then eventually games. and then you're a fully fledged member of ETF. But we like to put a lot of effort into our team members, like on a personal level as well. So you have to be ready for that level of commitment. But we're not too committed to the fact that, say, we have like a strict schedule, like you have to be there X amount of times a week. It's more flexible and more understanding of personal life. But we like for our members to be understanding and committed to basically to the job. When they can come, please do come. And if you have a problem, then it's no problem. Um, but we like to engage with our pilots on a personal level and build that kind of relationship and tailor training to each individual pilot to allow them to excel to their potential, to their full potential, and then integrate with the team.
Nice, I like it. And Rage, you're not escaping.
What was the question?
So, yeah, I'm going to ask you different questions. So, this used to annoy me, and you can clear this up because it used to drive me mad. How long has 64 been around for?
You know what? I knew you'd ask that, and I still didn't look it up. I think when did you join, man?
Exactly. You should know this. It should be etched in your memory. This is a trick question.
I'm thinking March 2020, I think.
Do you know, I actually looked at this not that long because I had the question in my head, and the only way I found out was I was in one of our Discord channels, and it's to do with cadet evaluation. Now, in this cadet evaluation, it said Common One's fingertip formation could be better. And I have a screenshot of this, and I meant to show it to you. I forgot. I was livid.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's come a long way, as you know. So
Yeah,
well done.
Thank you. But yes,
Formation.
yeah. So it's not the thing that annoys me about it was
It's 2019. It's
2019. So
May,
it's not
yeah,
that
May
old.
2019.
It's really not that old when you think about the grand
No,
scheme of things and how
but
long teams have been around DCS. And I think the misconception comes along is a lot of the guys in the 64th used to fly with 51st, right?
Yes, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it kind of splintered across. So a lot of people think of it as an old team. And it used to drive me mad. I was like, no, it's not. It's a new team. And there's only a few members in there who were the old school. I was like, you've brought in a whole bunch of new people. The majority of the people in the teams are new, and they've all got to learn how to work together and whatnot. So it used to annoy me that people weren't giving credit to the 64th as much as they should have, because it's like, this is a new team and they're doing really well. It used to drive me mad. Yeah.
Everyone just thought, oh, these are the old dogs. They're the splinter group from 51st, right? These guys,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. They don't give you the benefit of the doubt. If you fuck up, they're like, oh, how did these guys fuck up? They're like the good guys.
Right. But yeah, it probably annoys me more than it annoys Rage because he is one of the old guard, I guess. But yeah, so what's happening with 64th now? Like, tell us through a little bit of the journey and what's coming up in the future.
Well, you know, we've been around for coming up to 3.5 years. So, you know, we're running TACT. We're running other events like PG and Syria 85 and all that kind of stuff.
Always fun.
We were recruiting previously. I think we've got a couple of cadets now, so we're not recruiting at the moment. But you know, we do these tournaments because they're fun. We do these events because they're fun, and I would tell people not to be intimidated to come and fly in PvP and you know, tournaments and events like these, because it's just a game. It's meant to be fun. So you know, just jump in, you know. And you know, we were a new team at one point. ETF were a new team. Alamo were a new team, and we all took our pounding that was due. And then we got better quickly. Like that's what I was saying about, you know, lots of teams now. Majority of the teams now are really good, and the margins are really tight. And so don't be intimidated by joining a squad. At some point, probably our recruitment will open again, and we'll be keen to get people on board, but for the moment it's shut. But you know, it opens periodically, and we're just concentrating on TACT and then doing the other sort of fun events like the one-day things like PG 92 and all that kind of stuff.
Always a ton of fun, them events.
Yeah, they're really fun because, you know, it's like a one-day thing. A lot of them have sort of unlimited lives. It's sort of objective based rather than deathmatch kind of deal like we have with TACT and SATAC and so on. So it's a different feeling to flying on them, and there's less pressure. And you know, I always fly the shit airplanes, the awesome airplanes like the MiG-21,
the glorious MiG-21.
Yeah, I always fly the shit one because it's just more fun, and I don't care if I get shot down in those ones. So it's cool.
it's not pressure on you like, oh, how did this guy get shot down in a Tomcat? But, you know, the most notable thing I think for the red side, at least in these events, is the good old Maximus GCI. I think that's as a standout point.
Credit to those guys who do GCI out there. It's
Yeah,
hard.
not
You
many
take a
people do.
lot of stick before and after the rounds and keep at it as
Yeah.
well. And the people who can do that, you know, you think you got thick skin doing with losses. These
Yes.
guys, wow, I've got my hat off to them. I tell you, tough job.
They are the scapegoat for every single loss or missort in the world.
All right, so final questions before we quit this because you guys have been on for a good while and I appreciate your time. First round of the match, first round of the tournament done. Who's the next round for ETF&Alamo?
I have no idea. I told them
Good
I was
question.
actually talking to them about the schedule because I was like, oh, TMC's in our group. I don't think we actually have a match with them when I looked over it the first time. And I don't know. I think Red Star maybe either Red Star or whoever else is in our group. It's definitely not TMC though. I actually don't know who the fifth
I don't
member
know.
is.
That's such a really good
I think
question.
I know here.
I'm
Red
looking at
Star,
it now. You guys have Red Star on the
That's
2nd of
right.
October.
No
Yeah,
other
we
Rage was going to be
do-
looking out there because he didn't know who he was flying against next either,
No,
did you?
I, yeah, I'm looking it up. I can't find us. Where are we?
I'm curious, and
Uh,
you probably won't tell me, but how much of a game plan change are you going to be doing against them? Seems as team. I don't think have you flown. Have Red Star done a big tournament before?
Their first tournament was House of Sar, and they
Okay.
are currently the winner of the winners bracket. They still have to do the final against whoever wins the losers bracket. I don't actually know, but
So a whole different kettle of
they
fish for tact, but
yeah,
still.
they've done. They're brand new. I've talked to them. I've actually talked to them a lot because of SAR, and they're a big group actually. Like they surprisingly large group for being so new, and they got a lot of cool people in there. They're very good at the whole Fox One thing. But they didn't pull it out on against TMC. So
She'll be treating that round with the respect, but are you confident going into it?
yeah, I think I'll be confident. I actually don't know what their makeup is. I know they flew NATO jets and stuff for tact, but I don't know if they still fly flankers and stuff like that. Because if they do, then obviously I'll have to tune my thought process to include the issue of
Soviet
uh,
weapons, yeah.
ETs and stuff like that. And
I see them a
whatnot.
lot of public servers flying NATO aircraft, so we will have to see. Yeah,
you must know something I know. I don't because unless
I know
there's a
all the
full fidelity flanker coming.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
that's
think
right.
I'll
I
be
forgot the
flying.
flankers. That's right. The flanker isn't allowed. See, because I'd be flying the
Scatterbrain.
15. I totally forgot. I would 100% be flying the 15 if
Not
the
too
15
long
When
to
you're in
wait.
so many competitions.
But yeah, I think they're all flying like Hornets. I think it's a pretty mixed bag of like, oh yeah, I think they flew a Tomcat and stuff. So they're pretty mixed bag when it comes to it. So if they bring a Tomcat, obviously that'll have to be in the mind. But regardless, I think it's mostly just NATO, and probably fight them pretty similarly. I really don't know how they fight in Fox 3. That's the thing.
There's only really one other plane that they can fly that isn't NATO, and we're pretty familiar with that plane.
You don't say.
Yeah.
And Rage, who the 64th got next?
I believe we've got Cobra.
Okay, and I believe I'll be flying in that match, so they're definitely going to lose.
Oh no.
Is
Yeah,
Cookie not flying?
It's over.
I don't
Still
actually know much.
probation.
I'm sure Cookie probably will fly by that stage. Yeah.
Biscuits.
Keep
Cookie
him
biscuits.
benched because of
You have to
tax.
make sure he's not in the far back left. That's why I said this on a stream. I think it was in the SAR games. You can always tell which one's Cookie. He's in the far back left doing his own little thing, cooking around.
Oh.
I think we're up against Cobra next, and I don't know much about them actually. I know that they did pretty well in Saytal.
We fought them. Alamo fought them first round for SATAC. I think Ray. I think it was Combs and Crips or Yaga actually merked for us in that one. Cobra are pretty good. I think they fly Jeffs as well.
Yeah, I trained some of the jet pilots like a long
yeah,
time
so they fly 16s and Jeffs. I don't know if they fly Hornets, but they're pretty good Cobra aggressors. So
Nice.
they're
pretty good.
they're pretty aggressive. Alamo aggressors gotta make up
I
for the
trained
name.
them a year ago. I don't know what their current state is. I haven't
It's like fighting the Pakistan Air Force. It's Jeffs and 16s. So.
Yeah, I
Okay,
haven't
so
I
we'll-
haven't seen them. I haven't seen them since
I think,
SATAC, but
A long time.
I think we'll
It's
talk
fun,
off
it's
stream about
fun.
this and we'll get some more intel off you guys before the match, huh?
they're pretty good, I would say.
The Pakistan Air Force,
pretty
we
decent.
don't give them up.
It's fun flying against people you don't know because
Yeah.
you don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
so
you don't know. I think that's the same for both of our teams now. You know, we're against Red Star, you guys are against Cobra. So it'll be interesting next couple of games for both of our teams. So it'll be interesting to watch as well afterwards.
Cool.
Nice. Well done, guys. Don't be disheartened by the loss today because it could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. It was great to
Very
watch.
angry.
You shot down Yaga. That's all you need, really.
Again, one of the most important notions to pedal if you want to get into DCS competitive is it's okay to lose.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And with that, guys, I'm going to call it a night. But thank you very much for taking the time to do the interview. And yeah, great flying.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Good night,
Thank
guys.
you
See
very
you
much,
guys.
guys.
Good
See you in a
night.
bit.
Yep.
Good night.
Well, there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth. This is, and we're going to call it here, guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.